Peace. What's good, guys? How's it going? Hope you guys are doing well. Let's talk about and discuss Impact Wrestling for August the 18th, 2022. This was an okay show. This was basically the fallout to last Friday's Impact Plus event, Emergence. So there was some decent stuff on this show. So please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and please comment down below. We kicked the show off in a fatal four-way match for whatever reason. I guess for the sake of just having it. There was no real stakes for doing this at all. And it was kind of fucking dumb in my opinion. But it was a fatal four-way involving Black Taurus, Laredo Kid, Ray Horace, and Trey Miguel. And I love all four of these individuals. Love all four of them. This match was super fucking fun. It was pretty cool. Crazy high-flying spots as usual, though. In the end, Black Taurus wins via a really sick sit-out powerbomb. He calls it the Destruction Hellhole. So that was really cool. He hit it on Laredo Kid for the 1-2-3. I'm really hoping that they push Black Taurus a lot more. This is who you can build the X Division around. This is who I would be building the X Division around. He would be the new guy that I would have take out Mike Bailey. And then also, too, Impact's X Division could get a lot better with the releases that just happened yesterday with NXT UK. They had a lot of releases like Mandrews and Trent Seven. So hopefully we could see a return of Mandrews back in Impact. I think he was in there about, 2015 to maybe, 2017, something like that. So he wasn't in there long. He was in there for maybe, a couple years. Anyway, moving on. Next, we got Swinger's Palace. Well, no, we got Johnny Swinger and Ziggy Dice and a couple other clowns, and they were talking some shit. Out comes Tasha Steelz. She walks up. She walks in the in scene. She's upset that they're watching Killer Kelly rather than her. And then Killer Kelly, she interrupts and cuts a good little promo talking about some stuff. And Savannah Evans starts to stare her down. And Kelly basically challenges Savannah to a match. So basically, Tasha, she makes it official for later on tonight. So that was fucking cool. So it seems like Killer Kelly is going to be, her first feud is going to be with Tasha Steelz, and I'm fine with that. I'm totally fine with that. Totally fucking fine with it. I feel like they're going to build the women's division, the Knockouts division, around both Masha Slamovich and Killer Kelly. Those are the main two that they're going to build the division around, which they need to. Which they really need to. Moving on. So Josh Alexander, he's speaking with Rich Swann backstage. Oh my God, what the fuck? What the fuck are we doing? So Rich Swann, he's excited for the 6-way elimination match, and it basically gives him a route back to the World Championship. Alexander, he says that he would love to face Swann. I'm like, what in the hell is Alexander smoking? What's Josh Alexander smoking? So Vincent, he steps in, and he believes that the wind is blowing in a different direction, and I don't know, Morris Eddie Edwards is going to win. He's destined for the title shot, which he does win at the main event anyway. So yeah. Next we have Kenny King with Vincent versus Heath. So Heath, he wins via the wake-up call. This match didn't last too long. It was an okay little match. Post-match, Honor No More, they all come out, and they take out Heath. So Eddie's screaming at PCO to take him out, and then PCO, he kind of flips out, and he disobeys. And then, so he dips out. So we're starting to see cracks in the dissension in Honor No More, which is kind of a good thing. I feel like Honor No More has ran its fucking course. It's ran its course for about 8 months. There's nothing else they can do now, you know. It is what it is. But, you know, Honor No More has been great, though, so far. Although Impact has they've kind of destroyed it so much, it's unreal. So we get a promo from the Time Splitters. And so, while Chris Sabin and Kushida, they lost to the Violent by Design at Emergence, the numbers game will be even next week. It's going to be 3-on-3. And then they're going to go by the name of Time Machine in Impact. So, okay, cool. So Eddie Edwards, he's backstage, and he questions what happened with Heath. And then the OGK, they confront Scott D'Amore. They demanded a tag team title shot that they earned at Emergence. Scott informs them that Doc Gallows is out of action for a couple weeks, and they're going to have to wait for the title shot a little bit longer. In the meanwhile, Scott, he makes a match next week for Mike Bennett versus Carl Anderson. And he says that if Anderson wins, then Maria, she's banned from ringside when OGK gets their title shot. Next, Savannah Evans versus Tasha Steelz. Savannah Evans with Tasha Steelz versus Killer Kelly. My bad. Sorry for the fuck up. Killer Kelly destroyed Savannah Evans in this. Savannah Evans, she got a good little bit of offense in, so it was kind of believable. But Kelly, she came in there with a fucking game plan, and she beat the fuck out of Savannah Evans. She choked her out with the killer clutch and put her to sleep. So, and then she stares down Tasha Steelz. Man, I cannot wait for this feud. I cannot wait. This is going to be fucking awesome. This is going to be some really good shit here. Moving on. I love what they're doing with Killer Kelly. I love what they're doing with her. I really do. Moving on. Rosemary, she's backstage with Taya Valkyrie and Jessica. So Rosemary's pissed off that they lost the Knockouts World Tag Team Championships. And then Rosemary, she plans to regroup. But Jessica thinks she's ready right now. And she'll have her debut match next week. Okay, I don't know what the fuck they're doing. Then we have Jordynne Grace. She's with Gia Miller. She tells her that while she doesn't always see eye to eye with Mia Yim, she respects her after their physical and competitive knockouts match for the world title at Emergence. And she welcomes the challenge of Masha Slamovich because she wants to face the best, and Masha is currently at the top of that list. And I could not agree more. Masha is that bad bitch, and she's going to win. So Vex, they interrupt. And they cut a promo saying that, you know, how Jordynne has no friends and blah, blah, blah. And then Mia Yim comes out of nowhere. And then Yim and Grace, they are going to challenge Vex for a shot at the Knockouts Tag Team Championships next week. Should be fun. Although I feel like Jordynne Grace is at the end of her rope, you know, in my opinion. I feel like it's time for her to go somewhere else. Because we all know that Mia Yim is going to go back to WWE. I would love to see Jordynne Grace in WWE as well. I think she could do sort of kind of decent there. You know, work her way up. Next, Chris Bay versus Mike Bailey for the X Division Championship. This match was pretty fun, but it's Mike Bailey, so it's boring as shit, automatically. The guy's bland as fuck. Oh my god, I cannot stand Mike Bailey. Dude has no character, dude has no charisma. Dude is just bland and boring for no damn reason. I don't get it. I really don't get it. And this is who is the X Division champion. This is who. Mike Bailey, he retains via the Ultimate Weapon. Hopefully they can build someone up to take out Mike Bailey. Whether that would be Trent Seven or Mandrews or Black Taurus. Somebody. Just somebody. Jonathan Gresham, whenever he comes to Impact, which he probably is anyway. Somebody. Take that fucking title off of Mike Bailey. Oh my god, I cannot believe the Impact did that shit. The guy's been champion for like, 2 fucking months. Really? Ugh. Main event. Oh, my bad. Before the main event, let's get on with Brian Myers and the bullshit with Pretender Gujar. So Myers claims that he's done with Pretender after emergence, but Pretender, he claims that Myers has only made him angry and pissed him off, and so in due time he's going to get Myers. Like, what the fuck? I feel so bad for Pretender, and I like Gujar, I really do. I think he's pretty cool. I mean, if they gave him more of a character and everything else, but I mean, he's believable as a wrestler. He looks like one, he stays in the gym. He looks pretty fit, So he does have that going for him. He really does. All right. Main event time. Eddie Edwards versus Sami Callihan versus Steve Maclin versus Bandito versus Rich Swann, Moose, in a number 1 Contenders 6-man elimination match. This is a pretty fun match. We got more than enough time to start. I believe it started around 9:25. So basically, Eddie Edwards, he eliminates Sami Callihan. Then Steve Maclin, he eliminates Moose real quick. He rolls him up real quick for a 1, 2, 3. And then Maclin and Moose and Sami Callihan, they all get into a brawl, a little tidbit tiff. Then it was down to Swann, Bandito, and Edwards. So Eddie Edwards, he takes out Bandito, and he also takes out Rich Swann with the suplex, the deadlift suplex that he does. So yeah, he wins. He hits the Die Hard driver for the 1, 2, 3. So there's that. So Edwards, he's not gonna face Josh Alexander at Bound for Glory, and it makes sense. They have to sell Bound for Glory, and I know a lot of people are not high on Eddie Edwards. I like Eddie Edwards. He's okay. He just needs a better character. He's bland. He's a bland, boring heel, but it is what it is. I mean, Edwards has been there for I think 6 years. Actually, no, I think he's been there about 7, 8 years. So he's been there for a minute. He's been there since 2014, so 8 years. So he is essentially the heart and soul, We all know that Josh Alexander is going to lose, but it does make sense in the storyline, in the story arc of things, for Josh and Eddie to collide again. It does make sense. After Eddie Edwards, though, what's next for Josh? Because Josh, right now, he's just putting on decent matches, but, who cares? It's okay, it feels like, he's reached the end of his character arc. What more can he do? What more is left with his character arc? He's already gotten what he needed. He's already been world champ. He won that back at Rebellion. So I just don't know what they're going to do. And I feel bad. You know, this Impact's in a really, really bad state. And I keep saying this, and I've said this for the last maybe 4 or 5 weeks now. Impact's in a really bad state right now, guys. Like, I like Impact, and it's a good little promotion, but it's really in a bad way right now. You know, they have no X division really. They have no tag division for the men outside of the Motor City Machine Guns, Violent by Design, and that's it. You don't have any other real actual tag teams there. The Knockouts division is slowly being built back up, and there is no main event scene in Impact. There is no main event. They have no main eventers anymore. They don't. Josh Alexander's not a main event guy. You know, he's already had stuff with Moose. So, you know, it is what it is. But I don't know, man. It's not looking good for Josh Alexander after Bound for Glory, because we know that Josh Alexander is going to retain at Bound for Glory anyway against Edwards. And I do think that Honor No More, they'll probably break up before Bound for Glory. They'll probably break up, I would imagine, probably around Victory Road, because right after Victory Road is Bound for Glory, and they ain't got but 2 weeks after that to build for Bound for Glory. So I don't know, man. I think that's also what's hurting Impact as well, is doing too many Impact Plus events. Like, there's no point of doing that. You don't need a pay-per-view. An event every single month. You just don't need that at all. So, on that note, thank you guys for watching. Please hit the like button, comment down below, and subscribe for my videos. I'll catch you guys later. Peace.
Tune in.